This is TWiT.
Hey, buddy, are you a geek? Are you a tech enthusiast? Then I would love to invite you to join a tech community like no other. You can gain exclusive access to our incomparable quality tech content with Club TWiT. As a member, you'll enjoy all TWiT TV shows ad-free. Plus, access private video feeds for insider shows like iOS Today, Home Theater Geeks, and so much more. Dive into the members-only TWiT Plus bonus feed for behind-the-scenes content, club discussions, and special events. But here's the best perk. Join our incredible Discord community to watch live show productions, chat with hosts, and participate in exclusive members-only activities. It's your backstage pass to the world of TWiT. Whether you're a tech enthusiast or a lifelong learner, Club TWiT elevates your knowledge while entertaining your interests. Get 2 weeks free when you sign up now and unlock unparalleled access at twit.tv/clubtwit. That's twit.tv/clubtwit. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you and welcome to the club.
Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to Mikah's Crafting Corner. Today's episode is a little special because we are joined by a crafting guest today. We have John Ashley with us. Hello, John. Oops, that's the wrong. I'm not used to pressing all these buttons.
I'm making you work a little harder tonight.
You've got quite the. Is that cat back there? Is that Lego?
That's a Lego cat back
wow.
there. And then I have like a Lego record player back here. Some flowers, Polaroid camera, and then some more flowers, and my Super Nintendo, and then I have a small collection compared
just
to
a
certain. Well, compared to other people I know, aka Patrick.
His whole basement is what, trains and Lego, yeah?
Yeah, pretty much.
So for people who are tuning in for the first time, welcome. This is our cozy crafting time where we gather together and build crafts with one another. We are currently working on some Lego botanicals, and I am excited. This is why John is joining us, because John, you have a lucky bamboo you're working on. Ooh.
Yeah, this is one I've held on to for a little bit, but I need the motivation to actually build it. And I figured I need to come on Mikah's Crafting Corner to actually put this together.
Yes, and so now is the time where we can make that happen. So I know it's hard to believe it's already been a month since we last gathered here. Last time we worked on, let's see what it is. Got this behemoth in comparison to the other miniature plants that we worked on. It has a little ladybug on it, and so we're heading back to the box today for the next set. So let me grab the box.
While you do that, I need to open my box.
Yes, you've got a lot going on in there.
I mean, I only have 2 bags, actually. That's actually
really?
Smaller. Well, so this Lego set is specifically only $30, $29.99 when I picked it up.
Okay.
And these smaller botanical flowers have on average about 3 bags. So,
and I guess if I was only working on one of these, I would have, 6. I mean, I would only have 1 or 2 bags. I really have wanted to create the cactus for some time now. So I think I want to work on that one, even though I'm very excited as well for the Venus flytrap. But yeah, I think today we're going to work on this booklet with the cactus in it. And our friend of the show, Timothy, has shared quite the collection of. What are we looking at here? Is it all Lego?
You have the Van Gogh one in the back.
Oh, I see the Van Gogh.
There's a Van Gogh one, bonsai tree.
Also, may I share this with the group, Timothy? But yeah, it looks like connector set here and all sorts of stuff. Thank you. So I've got permission for that. Let's move that to the desktop. and we will get that going. I will let Burke answer that question or Anthony answer that question. Let me pull this up so you all can see what we're working with here. So Timothy shared. Check this out. I mean, we've got, tell me about the cars here, Timothy. That's the one that's really sticking out to me.
Oh, the cars one. I actually have a Camaro
Ooh,
Lego.
That's awesome. How's that built? I mean, is that like a typical Lego set?
Yeah. No. You check it out right here. It's dusty.
Holy cow. Hold on. Now I got to make this go away so we can see.
Well, it's dusty though. I haven't dusted this off in a while.
That's going to be the next episode is how to...
This would be a 12-part episode.
I mean, how to clean your Lego.
Oh, that's easy. You just take a
blow on
microfiber cloth. Oh.
All right. So real quick, I'm going to switch just to my view. To my view so that you can see that we are working with this Lego booklet here. And in it, we've got, again, those 3 different Lego sets. So what we're building is Opuntia humifusa, Dudleya Britoni, and last but not least is Mammillaria, come here, Cronita F. Zilmaniana. That's the pincushion cactus. And I do want to start, I'm cheating, we're skipping past these others because I want to get to the pincushion cactus. That's where the magic is going to happen today. So John, I don't know if you've seen, but one of the fun things we've been doing is trolling the true purveyors of Lego by giving weird names to all of the Lego pieces as we're building. And so what we have done is say things like, oh, this is a little pickle. And we need to put 4 pickles on here. And this is a little brown magnifying glass. And honestly, I haven't upset too many people, but I have learned a lot about what the official names for Lego are. So that's been fun.
Well, so here's the thing. This piece right here, I don't know, like...
Let me switch back
what to call this piece. Yes.
There we go.
This is part of the base of it.
I'd say like a macaroni... a piece of macaroni.
That is, I would say that's like a elbow macaroni.
Yeah, right? Elbow macaroni for sure.
Okay.
So I'm going into bag 6 here.
Yeah, I'm on bag 1. What's cool about these Lego pieces, the set I'm doing, is I actually like putting the base together. That kind of holds the whole plant together at the bottom. Mm-hmm. And it always kind of, because I like seeing how, it kind of a little bit of a spoiler, but seeing the different bases, because each of these Legos of this mini botanical stuff have like different bases. I always
I've liked the bases.
The design of them.
Yes, okay, I'm with you on that. I have been very surprised at how each of them are built, and they have all of these little tiny pieces inside that really kind of come together to make them. So I'm actually with you. I know what you're talking about. Have you ever tried to just build without looking ahead of time, or are you always an instruction follower?
I have to follow instructions. I like structure to things.
Yeah, I'm the same.
And if I go too off reservations, it's a different experience for me.
Well, I think it would stress me out.
Yeah, and there's a little bit of that stress factor too.
Now I'm curious, dear listeners, last time we had some baking going on. We had somebody working on Minecraft. Here we go. Dustin says that the kimono that we saw from last month for the baby, huge success. Went down big style,
Down. Stop.
as the kids say. That's hilarious.
Is that what they say now?
I have never heard that. Yes, that was you, Timothy, working on. You I think you were playing a game that requires some like custom toolkits or plugins. Now, if we look here, we've got a nice little not macaroni, but just a cheese piece. It's a square of government cheese, and we're going to put that on an Oreo.
Oh God, now you're making me hungry.
I do love my government cheese on an Oreo. I tell you what.
What is government cheese? Is that pretty much just American cheese?
Basically, yeah, ultra processed cheese product. Ooh,
Although I will say
more
I do like American cheese.
I don't hate it. I'll tell you that.
I mean, I only like it in one application, really. That's I guess two depending on the applications, but
Grilled cheese,
strictly on burgers and grilled cheese. Burgers and yes, it is the ideal cheese to use for burgers, in my opinion.
Now, Timothy, remind me, are you Canadian, or is that one of our other listeners? That might be Dustin. I know there are lots of listeners, but a person who joins in. Chief TWiT said, Micah ate the entire queso I made for our Tiger King stream. I do love a queso, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you what.
Oh, now I'm very hungry. Oh God. Man, I definitely got to order dinner after this.
Minnesotan. Yeah, there we go, Dustin. I knew one of you were. So that's why I was wondering if there was a Canadian government cheese, but I know, wait, do I know? Do you all have milk in bags? I think you're bagged milk folk.
Bagged milk folk?
Yeah, don't you have milk in bags?
That's actually a thing? Camembert cheese? Oh, I'm learning something new every day. Jeez, bagged milk, that's actually a thing.
Yeah, and you can just
crazy.
You can put it in. You kind of get like a container that you put it in, and so I think the idea is that it uses less plastic, something like that.
I mean, that makes sense. That kind of application.
I don't know what to call this other than what it is, which is like a life preserver piece.
That's it's like a little mini pinwheel or a captain's wheel.
Yeah. It's like boxed wine.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay.
So now we put the pickle on top of the life preserver. There you go. See, Dustin knows. You got your milk in your bag.
Cool.
You got a special milk bag container. I have to ask Dustin, does anyone compare? Does anyone go, what milk bag container, I don't know what you call it either. What milk bag container are you using? What milk bag container am I using? Do you get them for like housewarming parties? Oh, they went away. That's so sad. I want to know if you
right now. This remind me of like a fancy cookie you can buy.
Yeah. You get that in the pastry shop downtown sort of situation. It's got like black sesame on it.
Oh, yeah, actually, black sesame. God, I need to stop talking about food. Anyways.
I know, that's where we keep going. I'm looking for
the easiest comparison you can make.
Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm looking for a tiny piece of red licorice. So we'll see if we can find that. Oh, you just kind of found whatever jug you could use. That's interesting. I was thinking, people probably 3D print those now. I need a special milk jug bag holder. Does it have an official name?
Okay. What am I doing here? Oh, okay.
I'm taking a piece of pavement and I'm sticking the red licorice into it.
I got a very one of those little thicker licorice pieces. You know?
Oh yeah, ooh yeah, that's a nice juicy Australian licorice.
Is that Australian licorice?
Yeah, And then I'm taking a communion cracker and putting that on top of the red licorice.
I can't be that creative with names compared to you. I just can't. I have no idea how.
Yeah, we vibe here, Leo. We vibe. Sometimes people fall asleep watching. No, that hasn't been the case yet, but I'm really sad to hear that nobody's doing milk bags anymore. Maybe we should bring them back.
Do you really want to, though?
I just want to say that I've had milk from, I don't even like milk. I've had milk from a bag.
Is it because you're lactose intolerant or something?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it's a fun fact that I found out. So my fiance, Lindsay, she has to take lactate. She's lactose intolerant. And when we were in Japan, she was able to have everything and anything with milk over in Japan.
What?
No problem.
Okay.
And one thing that I learned is over in Japan, I think the majority of the population are lactose intolerant over there.
Okay.
And so what they've done,
no,
I could be, please, if anyone wants to correct me on this, please do so. But my understanding is they were actually able to formulate a lot of milk so that most of the Japanese people can actually drink it.
So
easily.
do they just put lactase enzyme into the milk? Oh, it's mostly from goats?
Yeah.
Sorry, all of the milk is from goats? Is that what you're saying, Leo?
Is it also from goats?
Oh, I was thinking maybe they just go ahead and put lactase enzyme into the milk.
No, pretty much, yeah.
Which would break it down into, it's galactose, and I can't think of what the other one is, but one of them is galactose, which is the coolest name for a sugar you've ever heard.
Yeah. But no, she was able to have everything and anything with milk in it, no problem. Didn't have to take a lactate at all.
That's awesome.
And a lot of the milk products over there too, you'll just find it not refrigerated.
Okay, that's interesting and terrifying.
Yeah, it is, but it's still pretty good. I mean, a lot of times I would just go and grab if I wanted like a coffee with milk in it. A lot of times it wouldn't be refrigerated, so I would just grab it off, drink it out of the bottle, and it's fine.
So did they put the butter on the counter?
I don't know, but I don't know. It's just very fascinating to me. Like, pretty much the majority of Japanese people are lactose intolerant, and
I knew that Asia as a whole is pretty lactose intolerant, but I did not know that their milk, let's see, Japanese milk does contain lactose. A large portion of the Japanese population, depending on some, this intolerance to the levels of lactose, which breaks down. Japanese people consume regular milk often in smaller amounts, so some can build tolerance over time. Milk sold in Japan is typically regular cow's milk with lactose. High prevalence of lactose intolerance has to be related to historical dietary patterns. Interesting. I don't know. I seem to be missing one of the cigarette butts that I need to complete this. So now I'm having to dig. Oh, I just found it. See, I just had to call out its name. It's sort of like when you're casting a spell and you know the given name of an item. You say it's given name, which in this case is definitely cigarette butt and not something else. Because
that's always my worst fear when building these sets is you feel like you're doing it correctly, going step by step, and you get to one part in the build and you're realizing, where is that one piece? I cannot find that one piece. It just drives me personally insane. I spend a good 10 minutes trying to find it, and then I just find it like right over here. It's like, oh, okay, well.
So Leo has just asked if I ever do Dan Morin's quiz show. Friend of the show, Dan Morin, my co-host on Clockwise, he writes a quiz show, a geek quiz show every once in a while, and it's called Inconceivable. And he was wondering if I've ever been on it. I have been on it a few times. I don't believe I've ever won. It is incredibly clever, incredibly difficult at times and a lot of fun. So for anyone who doesn't know, Dan was recently on Jeopardy. Very exciting. And yes, while he was doing the show, he mentioned his quiz show, Inconceivable. And it's funny because we had just published an episode of Inconceivable right before he was on Jeopardy. So I was like, yeah, I was on that one. He does things that I'm trying to remember he does things like where part of a movie title of one sci-fi or nerdy film gets mashed up with another one, and then he'll give you a clue that matches those two things. You really have to just go listen to it to really understand. But I'm always blown away by the writing that he does for it because it seems so involved. And
I would do so
impressive.
Poorly on that kind of match. I couldn't do that. No. It's crazy.
He's got some easier rounds. One of my favorites that he does, he ahead of time will give us a category that it's going to be different definitions. And in the category, so let's say the category is something as simple as medical intervention, right? And so across the entire scope of the Geekiverse, the word is some sort of medical intervention that you would have seen on Star Trek or read in a book, whatever. And then one of the definitions is the real one. And then the job of the rest of the team is to come up with a fake definition. And you read these definitions out to the other team and they have to figure out which one is real. So let me see if I can go find what the one was that I did recently. It might already be gone from the Discord because it is it goes away pretty quick. Yeah, I think it's gone. But yeah, we had one recently that was pretty difficult. But the other team ended up getting it. And of course you want them to guess the wrong one because that gets you points. Of course. So sadly, they figured out which was the real one because someone remembered the book that it came from. So they knew that was the real one.
See, that's the problem with those types of shows. I don't have enough knowledge of different books. Definitely with like certain movies, sure. But a lot of times when I watch movies, it's hard for me to retain some of the information or a lot of times of what happened in the movie. So I would just I know this, but I just won't remember it at all.
Yeah. Leo, has this convinced you though to go on the show? Are you thinking about trying it? I know you've talked before about maybe doing it, but then you've had your reservations. Yeah, Jeopardy. Because you don't have stage fright, right? Surely that part wouldn't affect you. I thought one of the other people on the show during Dan's run felt like they were on beta blockers or something. They were so zen, just so zen.
More of these. Okay, so this is the last one.
Oh, I didn't know Andy had auditioned. I knew Jason had.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Did Alex? I don't recall if Alex actually did, but this might have been a while ago too as well.
How do you know what the casting sort of, not the process, but the who or what do you have to be to get chosen? I guess is it all about if you're interesting? Is it about if you can answer enough questions, or is it just you don't know?
No. I do recall the process being explained to me, but Leo's mentioning it right now. This all sounds familiar to me. Yeah, so the process itself, you end up going on to a call with producers. If you qualify, then you might, our online game call. No, let me read this again. First, you take the online test. Then if you qualify, you might get a call to do the simulated game.
And then that's whenever the casting people get involved and you do a call, at which point, producers who are looking at casting are part of it. So maybe they just decided too many journalists who take photos of squirrels have been on in the past or something. By the way, here's what Joe is working on. Let me try to zoom out a little bit. Whoa. The neck is incredible, Joe.
I need my little thing.
That is awesome. Whoa, that is incredibly detailed. I was just looking today at, here, and I'll bring it down so you can see the face. I was just looking today at my passport, and I didn't realize that the photo, the like color photo that they print into the book on the paper, not the one that's on the card, but the one they print into the book on the paper, has it is your name printed to make up your face in color. So if you haven't noticed that, look at your passport.
Wait, what? Hold on, I gotta grab my passport now.
Yeah.
Hold on.
So it says Mikah Dean Sargent printed little tiny letters, and it's in the colors of my face to make up my head. And I thought, wouldn't it be so?
Wait, what?
So look.
What am I
look
looking
in
at?
your passport on the. So you've got like the front inside where the hard plastic card is, right? But then right after that, I believe it's right after that, you have your face printed in color. Let me look at mine.
Let's try not to show my passport on camera, but don't want to accidentally pull a Leo.
Because okay, so right after your passport card where you sign your name, isn't to the left of where you sign your name, isn't there a photo of your face there?
Well, I mean, I see my photo right down below it where I signed my name. But I did renew my passport.
Has it been a long time?
Well, it's only been 3 years. So.
Yeah, so you've signed your name on the paper, and to the left of it, you don't see a photo of your face?
No, I don't.
Okay, then this might be new. I only just...
When did you renew yours?
I only just got mine for the first time last year. So...
Oh, okay, yeah, that's definitely a newer thing for sure.
Oh, okay. So
they are always looking for new ways to improve the overall security of passports. So that's definitely something they would do, I think.
yeah, it's very cool. I would wish I could show them, but I don't want to because I don't know what it would be revealing. So yeah, my face is made up of my name printed in all these wavy lines, which is just really cool.
It's cool.
So yeah, I got out my passport today because I got a little sort of booklet to put it in, and I just happened to look at that and I thought, hold on, and I pulled out a loop like you have to look at your magic cards. I pulled out a loop and I'm just looking really close and I was like, that's my name, that's so cool. But it made me think, wouldn't it be neat to be the person who designs passports and who figures out the technology to add to them? I think that'd be so cool.
Hold on one second. I need to do a little loop action. Okay. Is that true? Yes. Okay. Hold on. Okay.
Yeah. John's got his loop.
Hold on. I got to check
Oh,
this real quick.
yeah. Leo's got it. He wasn't afraid to share it.
Well, it's just a photo of you.
And so it says
Too bad.
Leo Gordon Laporte, and it's his name, or his face is literally made up by his name. But there's also some numbers in there, and that's the part that I didn't want to share. I was worried about sharing. Yeah, okay, yeah, you might want to get rid of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
Luckily, there aren't a lot of people tuned in via Discord this evening.
Yes. Okay. All right.
But Now you understand. It's really cool the way that it's done. I thought that was a really neat feature. And it was my goal all along to get you to share that. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I hadn't noticed it before either. Because I thought it all just said United States of America and we the people. That's what a lot of the rest of it says. Mm-hmm. But I just so happened to catch a glimpse of part of my name, and I thought, hold up.
Okay, here we go.
All right, so we're making 4 of these little side pieces.
My goal is to try to get pretty close to having this built by the end. I'm being optimistic here, but...
Yeah, I should have said out loud. Sorry, Leo. Should have said, and I think it has a number too. But I was fixated on the name part of it.
Okay, here we go. Okay, now the macaroni pieces come into play. My elbow pieces.
Wow, the Canadian passport's got some whimsy to it, Dustin.
Here we go. Okay, cool. My little playing puck is getting bigger now.
On its own, a passport number is not usually enough for identity thieves to cause significant harm. But if they have that plus a lot more, it can be used to, get at stuff. So it sounds like he didn't really reveal all that much, which is good. Yeah, and same. I've got all my stuff frozen as well.
Okay.
I love these weird shovel pieces.
This is starting to come together nicely.
Yeah, yours is looking great. You're moving fast. Meanwhile,
Yeah, luckily these kits are. Oh yeah. Well, you said you were on your 3rd one or 4th one.
This is the 4th one of the kit. What I was going to say is I am, as my grandmother would say, piddly farting around. And that's what she said. Quit piddly farting around. Get back to it. Yes, Grandma. Speaking of Grandma, I just was talking to my grandma a couple of nights ago. I got an email all of a sudden, and it said, someone has logged into your Yahoo account. Yes, I know. I've tried to get my grandma to move off Yahoo. She won't move off Yahoo. But she's very good about not getting in trouble online. And so I thought, this is odd. She's getting in trouble online. That's weird. And I thought someone had logged into her account. It turned out, no. It was just her trying to access it, but her IP address location was pinging for Illinois instead of Missouri. And so I thought someone from Illinois was trying to access her account, but I quickly did a activity check on her account, and it wasn't showing anything. And then I called her, and we worked through the process, because what had happened is Yahoo had automatically enabled 2-factor authentication, and her phone was no longer showing her email. And so she has an older phone, so I wasn't able to do a FaceTime screen share with her to just walk her through the process that way. So I had to have her describe to me what the screen looked like, and we kind of went through it that way. But we were able in the end to get her back into her email. But it was really great because she immediately was telling me that she and her friends, they share with each other when they get some weird thing, so that none of them are convinced that any of it's, any of the phishing stuff is real. And she's also very good about just deleting an email before even looking at it, if she thinks that it's, not from someone that she's expecting. And the good thing about that is it avoids letting those emails get to the fear element. And that's really where people drop their guard, is they see something and it bypasses the sort of logical part of their brain. And so she doesn't even let it get that far. And I said, you know what? I'm very proud of you.
I like looking into the emails, because I like to see some of the silly things that they say in them.
That can be fun if you know what you're doing.
Oh, I know I'm doing. I don't click on anything, but I just like looking like, oh, interesting. Okay. Then I delete the email button.
Whoa, those bagels look so good.
Okay, I knew I should not have joined on an empty stomach. Starving now.
I am looking for a flat green piece, and I don't see it anywhere.
Boys will be my worst fear. Not missing.
If any of you see the flat green piece in the camera, please do let me know. Wait,
My
cumin?
worst.
That sounds yummy.
Cumin bagel. I think. I want to say. I think the shop of one of the local bagel shops in town does a cumin bagel. I can't recall. He's out of the bagel mill. Does some unique bagels at times. Hey.
It's sage green, and I was looking for lime green, but it's actually like a sage green.
Okay, so I'm supposed to.
Oh, caraway. Yeah, that makes sense. Oops, that doesn't go there.
I don't know. The camera will focus on it, but there's like a
Whoa,
little Aztec coin or
that's
something.
neat.
Kara's doing a poor job focusing on it, but it's supposed to be like a coin because it's a lucky bamboo. Maybe I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Can someone who's watching, hello, 157 of you. This is actually one of the smaller groups we've had, which is, I think usually we get up like, what was it, like 3 something last time? Anthony might know.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, could someone who's watching maybe look up about lucky bamboo and coins so that we can share with the group who's listening what the lore is there, and if you're supposed to, because remember that whenever we were doing the last succulent, the reason that that one succulent had a ladybug on it is because people often put ladybugs on them because that plant is particularly susceptible to aphids. So the ladybug hunts those aphids and gets rid of them. So that's why they included a little ladybug in the Lego kit. So I'd love to hear about how coins or medallions are involved with lucky bamboo.
Leo, you should try. Since you mentioned Korean chili, I wonder if it's possible for you to do a gochujang style bagel. If you're able to infuse gochujang into it, that'd be interesting. Korean chili paste, for those wondering. Oh, it was gochujang. Oh,
Wow.
okay. If you do that again, let me know. I'd be very curious to try that at some point. Do you like me a good gochujang? Oh, reading the instructions help.
Occasionally.
Yeah, I'm the type of person that tries to look at these things, but at the same time, I look at it and say, oh, that's easy to do. Oh, I'm supposed to put this thing? Okay, well. Okay, so it's just a, it's a spicing. So I'm curious about actually gochujang paste. Red bean paste. That looks good though. Is that from Salt Tank? No, Salt Tank has in the little tin containers. See, I'm doing product placement. Plug for you, Leo. You're welcome for your son. Let's see.
We're coming together with this.
Okay, so I could put this in.
Yeah, I really do feel like these pots are often over-engineered. It's very impressive.
Okay, now it's coming together.
Same. I'm
I'm actually almost done with this.
I'm kind of speeding up a
I'm actually
little
almost
bit.
done with this
Yeah.
one. Yeah, I'm almost done with this one bag. The second bag being much more involved.
Spice
a lot,
Queen,
like,
Spice
little-
Queen, Spice
A lot of
Queen,
these little
Spice
leaves
Queen.
I need to put on the piece itself. All the actual bamboo and
Oh, yeah.
leaves. That one.
That'll be a little involved.
A little bit.
All right, so we've got the little orange pieces going on to... We're starting to really build out this plant pot.
Oh, I see.
XL. Let's see. I'm going to share that photo. Well, first let me check if it has any personally identifiable information.
Not that I can see.
And then I will share it. So Leo has just shared the current state of his starter, not startup.
Gochujang sesame cookie. Hello.
Is that your labeling or is that something that's just comes with a jar? It almost is looking like, oh, I see. It's a rubber band. It's almost looking like chia oats overnight situation going on.
Oh, kind of, yeah. Now that you mention it. That's cool.
Oh, Leo's had a SCOBY. That didn't last long, unfortunately. Somebody said, no SCOBYs here. Yikes, SCOBY.
This piece here.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
I was waiting for you to make that. I was waiting on that one. Okay, so.
Wow. She lives. Do you name your starter?
This looks like I want to say Betty, but that doesn't sound right to me.
He said this one's nameless. Interesting. So it's just a vibe thing, right? Sometimes they just seem nameless.
I could see that.
Ube sourdough. Okay, speaking of bread, which this cat usually can't have, I went. There are markets and fairs, and not really fairs, I guess, markets and sort of art things all the time here in Portland, as you would imagine. And there's one called the Night Market, and there are all these little vendors. There's this gluten-free bakery nearby, and I had focaccia for the first time in ages recently. It was a rosemary focaccia, and I'm telling you, let me just switch here. We're talking focaccia like this big, right? Full loaf of focaccia. Between the evening that I purchased it and the next day, midday, I had eaten the whole focaccia. Gluten-free focaccia. I ate the whole thing. It was so good. And because I hadn't had one in so long, I, throughout the day, so the first day I just was eating it, but the second day I toasted a little bit. I cut it into pieces and toasted it a little bit, and then I got my nice olive oil and my nice balsamic, put that in a little dish, swirled it around a little bit, and threw in some oregano and I can't remember what the other one was that I used. Oh, just a little bit more rosemary, and I was just dipping in that. Oh, so good. It's so good. And it's filling too. Oh, I know. I keep talking about food while you're hungry. Are you going to have to go get something to eat? I would understand.
Hold on. I need to... Let me plug my keyboard back in. I'm going to go order something right now. Have it delivered here. Hear my clicky-clackiness of my keyboard.
Yeah, let me see if I can... because I posted it on I think I did. Oh no, I remember where I posted it. So I'll share the focaccia.
I'll show you how big this thing is. You can see, so we talked about the cat earlier, how big the cat is.
Whoa. Wow. And it's got two different color eyes?
Yep.
That's so fun.
Oh, so this kit gives you the option to put one color or the other, but a lot of the product images gives the I forget the name of the condition, but yeah, you can make this an option.
Whether it's heterochromia or just straight up chromia, I guess homochromia, yeah.
And then there was an option for this one where I can have its little tongue sticking out.
No way, a little mlep situation?
Little lip.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I like this one. This is the one I had to have. It's cute.
Wow. It was garlic thyme focaccia. That's what it was. So I would have done thyme and oregano in the. Oh, is that lox? That looks really good. Cream cheese, lox, capers, red onion. Oh my goodness, is that fresh dill, Leo?
Classic.
I love dill. I love dill so much.
Fresh dill on open face lox is heavenly. Heavenly. Okay.
People don't use dill in enough things, and I love dill so much. What did I make recently I made something recently with dill, and it was amazing. I'm trying to find this image directly because, of course, Instagram is being a pain in the tuchus about just letting me have the image.
All right. So I finished actually the first bag.
Wow. Nice work.
Yeah, I actually like the style of this base. It's actually very fitting with the product, I would say. This is like the little stand right here. That is where the plant will sit.
Oh, yeah.
And then this is like, you just place it like this.
That's very cool. How did that
Now
go?
for the fun part.
Here is a photo of it because I just took a screenshot. That's the only way I could get Instagram to cooperate with me. And it was incredible. Oh. And yeah, I mean, you can see that's like 2/3 of a full sheet pan.
I can eat one of those in a heartbeat. No reservation. Just have at it.
I wish I had some salami to put on there, or
salami with focaccia,
or like a prosciutto.
I think definitely prosciutto. Good prosciutto di Parma would be very good with that.
And what was magnificent is sometimes you are giving up on experience by having to have it gluten-free. That was not one of those situations because it was perfect for that texture of bread. And so, yeah, I thought it even added to the experience a little bit. Leo's sharing in the chat is his cream cheese recipe. Bring half a gallon of milk. What is the percentage of milk? Is it whole milk? 2%. Bring half a gallon of whole milk or cream to just scalding. Do not boil. You can also use both. Take it off the heat, add 5 tablespoons of lemon juice, about 1 lemon's worth, and let it cool until the milk curdles. Strain through cheesecloth, then blend the curds with salt or herbs for 5 minutes until creamy. Interesting. What have you thought about using buttermilk in place of the lemon juice milk mix? Do you know what that would do to the experience? The only reason I'm asking that is because I know sometimes when people need buttermilk in their recipes, they'll say, oh, just throw some lemon juice into milk. It's the same thing. So I was curious if buttermilk is what you get. Oh, buttermilk is the non-curd part of it. Okay, that makes sense. So it's whey? Buttermilk is just whey? Got it.
Okay. All right. So it seems like it's having me continue with the base of this structure.
So what you're telling me is that those instructions are all about that base?
Okay.
John's like, I have to go eat. I'm leaving. Get me out of here.
I mean, every single time Kevin throws a pun down, I just instinctively just have to react like, and just hearing you making these puns now, just because I haven't heard Kevin make a good pun in a while.
Interesting.
It's been a bit.
Yeah. We got to figure out what you can do with that, with the whey. Oh, those scones. Ooh. And yeah, these look better than the last ones, Dustin. Those look amazing.
Let's go. Oh, that's the new kitty. Oh. Here, show off the new cat they got. Right, it was Rosie. Rosie the cat.
Rosie finds this riveting.
Is that really like a pun though? Per
Rosie
se?
the Riveter?
Is that-
Yeah.
We know, but like Rosie.
Come on, that's a pun.
No. I know. I'm just.
I love her little paws. They're so cute. They're like little socks. Henry has those.
Is that one piece? Oh, is that? Oh, it's one of these
Is she also
ones.
precocious or just precious? 6 pounds.
Oh,
She's
I
just a
think
wee
Rosie was
lass.
2
Hard to
years
tell if
old,
she's
1 year
precocious
old?
yet. Got it. Yeah,
What were you
okay.
saying?
So
She was-
all of that work, dear listener, dear viewer, and what you're left with on the outside is not a whole lot going on, but so much used to build this out, which is just
Yeah,
fascinating.
you guys, nice little latte there. Seems like kinda.
Exactly. Cats have brains the size of walnuts.
I think more little pea-sized brains than a walnut, but that's just me. Oh, I'm supposed to do this piece.
I think we all want to believe that our animals are more intelligent than they are. I know that I have over time worked toward not personifying the behavior of my creatures because it only leads to me being disappointed when they do things that are just boggling to the mind. Like, for example, hunting down every instance of cat feces they can find in the yard as a mid-afternoon snack. They don't do that anymore because I don't let them go into the parts of the yard where we did have neighbor cats doing their business. And also, we have since implemented lots of techniques, including using hazelnut husk. Hazelnut's very common here in Portland, and so lots of hazelnut husk. And if you lay that down on the ground, cats don't like to dig through it to use the restroom. Lots of cinnamon, lots of coffee, lots of also going onto the ground. And all of that has significantly reduced the cats using the wood chip portion of our yard as their litter box. But even still, now I don't let the dogs out of the grass part of our yard because if I do, they'll find it, the one piece that's out there. And then I have to...
So wait,
Go ahead.
it was cinnamon, coffee, just like a bunch of different things that would create a
like a
lot of,
unpleasant
like-
smell for them. For some reason, they don't like coffee or cinnamon. Basically, like I'm not going to be the person who's going to do anything that's going to actually hurt an animal. So
Yeah, of course.
yeah, these are just humane ways to just make your yard unpalatable, so to speak, for them and uncomfortable. The hazelnut, I will tell you, of everything, the hazelnut husk has been the most effective of keeping the cats away because, yeah, they trying to dig through it. It's just not pleasant to them. And so they, and hazelnut husk is really cheap. So yeah, it's really worked quite well to keep the cats at bay. So I am not seeing as many instances of it, but I'm still not running the risk because basically, going back to what I was saying at first, we were talking about how we kind of personify our animals. I feel like I had to have this like reconciliation moment, a true moment of going, Mikah, you have to not think that Henry was particularly egregious, that this little dog is your little child that is like a thinker, because it was making me feel this like human level of disappointment for this creature where I'm going, I don't know who you are anymore. You're not my son. My son would not eat cat poop like it's beef jerky. And that is what you are doing. And I can't even look at you. And you're absolutely right, Leo. Even calling them dumb isn't the right word to use because it's not that they're dumb. They do what they think that they're supposed to do, like what their brain tells them to do. And what the conditioning around them tells them. And I'm sure that it's a very engaging scent. And yes, maximizing the caloric intake. And so I was finally able to move past that by going, as much as I want to believe you're my little child, you really are just this goofy little dog. You're a dog. You're a dog and you're a dog. Coprophage. Yeah, I guess I should have gotten the root there. They all eat stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Oh, I see. Okay.
now we know better. And they don't go into that part of the yard, and the cats are not interested in the yard either, which is good.
Okay. Then I turn this over.
Yes, exactly. Just like AI,
that's cool.
best not to anthropomorphize and use terms even that sort of fit with that. You know, I just learned the other day something really fascinating. Our cells, our macrophages in particular, make bleach. And when I say that, it's the active ingredient in bleach. When they are working to kill the invaders in our body, one of the main ways they do that is by literally making the active ingredient in bleach in this formed sac that goes around the invader and break it down by the creation of bleach. And it also turns out that our cells can make hydrogen peroxide as well. And so, in fact, hydrogen peroxide is it's a precursor to the acid that is essentially bleach that can be made. And so we have all of these little techniques, but I had not realized that one of them was essentially just the creation of bleach to get rid of bad actors within us. But don't drink bleach, kids. Do not drink bleach.
Don't inject bleach into your cells.
No, because our bodies are doing it already. They're taking care of it for us. And they're doing it the right way because it needs to be within this little contained sac. Otherwise, it's going to spread into the rest of you and cause you damage. It's literally damaging 2 cells. So it needs to be used in a very special way. And then your body actually has a process to break that down even further into harmless, harmless bits and pieces. And that's where things like antioxidants play an important role, is in the process of turning those powerful things that we create within us into something that is no longer damaging. People around me, people in my life physically, I think get tired of hearing my did you know moments, and you all are just a beautiful captive audience. So
these are things I never would think about ever.
I feel glad
So
getting
really,
to share it with you all.
It's fascinating to me.
All right, so now we're putting these weird little green. I literally, my family as a kid, Paul used to call me. Anytime I would start saying, "Did you know?" They'd go, "Oh, encyclopedia." And I'd be like, "Okay, I'm going to go away now." Yeah. So it's nice when people get excited about the things that I'm thinking are cool.
I got one of the bamboos set, ready to go.
Oh, heck yeah. What are the...
Kind of looks like...
What are the green tubes? Are those 4 pieces, like cylinder pieces?
Yeah, these are... Yeah, a couple of these kind of put together.
Very cool. Okay. Clever.
Yeah. It's kind of supposed to look like the stem of the bamboo right here, kind of.
That's neat.
Or whatever the appropriate terminology is. But
also, to be clear, dear listeners and viewers, I was kidding about you being a captive audience. Of course, I appreciate your viewership and support. And
Well,
it is great to get into all the stuff we talk about during Crafting Corner. We end up talking about a lot of stuff, don't we? Oh, yeah, that's really coming together, John.
Yeah. I don't know. I just like the base of this way more than the actual plant itself.
I know. Again, the way that they engineer it is really fascinating.
Wouldn't it be interesting to actually have a job to kind of actually do the design of these?
Yes, it absolutely would. And that's why I was saying earlier about the passport thing. I think that's cool too. Bases and cases and keyboard faces.
I'm all about that base.
He too is all about that base.
Okay, so I'm doing the second one now. Okay.
What's everyone's favorite Star Trek series? Dear listeners.
I am not the biggest Star Trek fan.
Okay, that's fine.
But I can't really say the next generation because I feel like that is going to be the case for a lot of people. But I did enjoy Deep Space Nine when it was on UPN.
That's my favorite.
Station.
Deep Space Nine is my favorite, and usually no one chooses that one, so I feel like a unique little hipster. And so I'm actually, but at the same time, I'm excited that somebody else finds it as their favorite.
Deep Space Nine and Voyager are probably the two that I recall the ones I enjoyed the most. When I would just randomly catch it while lying in bed, it just happened to be on TV, and yeah, those two are definitely the ones I enjoy the most, for sure. Cisco and Janeway, yep.
Yeah, Voyager's my second favorite.
Yeah. Well, because I think the premises behind Deep Space Nine and Voyager at the time were just different and unique in its own way.
Yeah.
Where Voyager, they're literally trying to get back to the planet, and Cisco, Deep Space Nine was just like a life kind of on a like a space station.
Odo is my favorite Star Trek character, and so
Odo was the one,
the changeling,
remind me,
from Deep Space Nine, who was like the cop, essentially.
Yes.
Yeah, he is my all-time favorite Star Trek character. So Deep Space Nine has a special place in my heart. By the way, I know I'm probably extra plosive and lispy. I am wearing my aligners. I don't usually wear them during shows, but when we're just doing our crafty hangout, I did not take them out ahead of time. So forgive me for any hard S's if they are coming. Oh, I guess Zoom might be doing some work to cut back on it.
Exactly. Yeah, can't say I haven't noticed at all.
I'm actually almost done. I'll be fully aligned in July, which I'm looking forward to. Oh, here we go. We've got let's see. No, but Paul, it's so true. That is so me. So, and especially like the character who is no longer in touch with his culture and like doesn't identify with a lot of it and then learns how to, and yeah, there's so many parallels. Okay, so I love the little stuff that they put in here. This is what it says in the Lego. Several species of pincushion cactus grow a lovely crown of flowers and vivid colors. So that's why they've included that in this.
Oh, you know what that reminds me? Oh, I think you would appreciate this, Micah. Okay. I found this on the Lego website, and I had to pick these up.
Are they just like, are they normal playing cards that you get to botan with?
Botan, yes.
Wow, Lego, they know what they're doing. They know how to make themselves some money. That is awesome. That's really cool.
For the face cards, the different flowers. So,
oh my gosh,
sunflowers.
That's awesome.
We don't care about this stuff, but yeah, this is kind of cool. I only have these because I recall on the Lego website, I was trying to get free shipping on when I bought a couple of these things. So I was thinking, you know what? Can I get that within a reasonable price? Oh, this is only like $20? Yeah, sure, why not? I think these are kind of cool.
Yeah, they're very cool.
Bust these out. And just have a little relaxing card game night.
Oh, Patrick, may I share that with the viewers? Patrick's working on the Avengers Tower, Lego Avengers Tower, and says that they're about halfway through. I say they because I imagine you have some help with that. Here is the Lego Avengers Tower popping up in just a second. We've got Hulk down at the bottom. We got some other characters that are not the Hulk.
Very astute.
Very good, right?
Yes.
And then, yeah, check that out. Oh, I like all of the clear pieces. I always loved building windows into my different Lego creations. That was one of my favorite things to do. A week with an hour or two a day and his helper. Very cool. Now let me make sure I'm actually removing this and not good.
Okay. So with that, and then put this little pinwheel piece in. There we go. Okay, cool. So then it goes here. Oh, it's the other way. Okay. Well, this is coming along very nicely. I'm really starting to see more.
Yeah, it's starting to take shape, as is mine.
Yeah. Now I gotta do one more of these. Okay. Happiness.
Interesting.
That's not right.
After being cataloged for the first time in the late 1920s, Mammillaria crenata F. zalmaniana was largely unknown until it was rediscovered in 1988 within a specific canyon area in Mexico. So we'll take that and we'll pop that onto here. And then
That one piece.
we're going to make a few more of these little
There we go.
smaller prickly portions. Whoops. 2,
It's there.
3, whoopsie,
There we go.
4, and now we prickle. Three and 4. You mentioned, I noticed more and more neighbors are getting permanent LED light setups. Paul, yeah, that's definitely one of the things I plan to do when I own a home. Yes, somehow I do still plan to own a home. We moved to Portland and we said, oh, actually it is maybe still possible to own a home. Who knew? And when I do, I want to get some LED, like a permanent setup going that can normally be sort of for security reasons and just, lighting up the night. But then around any holiday, being able to program it for whatever lighting installation seems fun.
This, that, and that.
Oops.
Where are you? Come on. Where are you?
Wow, this
Found you.
is actually mimicking the experience of a real prickly cactus because it's quite uncomfortable to hold on to.
I can tell, definitely. It's
That is actually, so here you can see, whoops, there are my eyes again. So it's, come on, there you go, focus up. There's our beautiful cactus.
oh
Oh,
Yeah, this
nice.
is
It's coming together.
yeah. I mean, I don't have like the little small bits and pieces attached to it, but the base of it is kind of cool.
Yeah. Break a leg, Leo. Good luck with your lessons tomorrow. John, thank you so much for joining me this evening. The gold looks really cool around the base. That's awesome.
No, I'm actually really surprised how the base. I think it's the coolest.
It is
part
very
by
cool.
a mile.
Very, very cool. Listeners, thank you so much. And viewers, of course, for tuning in to Mikah's Crafting Corner. We'll be back next month for another rendition where I think we'll continue to work on these succulents. It seems to be a fun, kind of easy experience for us. And of course, bring your own crafts, or just, join us to have a conversation, have a quick chat, whatever you'd like to do. That's what this is all about. Just hanging out, having a good old chill time. So we'll catch you next time on Mikah's Crafting Corner. Goodbye and good night. And of course, thank you to our dear, dear listeners and supporters of TWiT. Goodbye, everyone.